coming our debut episode, I'm Rachel from Malaysia.
And I'm Tiffany from the UK. So, welcome to Soft Heart Loud Laughs. Today, we will be diving into red flags, the ones that we tend to overlook because of the filter we put on the other person. We ignore the flaws and only focus on the good characteristics.
So basically, when you are in love. So do you really do that, Tiff? Do you really put a filter on someone when you are in love?
Well, to be honest, based on my past experience, I feel like I did kind of ignore those, you know, red flags. So I wouldn't say it's really like a red flag. So for example, based on past experience, it's like this person having I don't know, bad breath and just not have any personal hygiene. And I kind of just, think it's okay because I like that person. It's not a big thing. He can improve. It's kind of like, I don't know, this sounds a bit stupid, but yeah.
It's not a big thing? Oh my god, bad breath is not a big thing?
No, the thing is, right, funny thing is, like, having bad breath and having poor personal hygiene is actually a very red flag for me before I even step into a relationship. But I can't believe that after I'm in a relationship, I kind of just ignore those flaws. I just pretend that it's not there. I can't believe it myself.
Basically, someone just covered your eyes. For me, I don't really think I'll do that. Maybe? But to be honest, I've never dated someone else before. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what happens.
That's why like people say like love is blind. And I kind of agree with the statement. It's quite
Maybe,
funny.
maybe.
Yeah.
Someday, maybe someday. But talking about red flags, which is our title today, how do you define red flag?
I feel like red flags are signs that we should focus on that could be potential problem in like your relationship. So sometimes we just gotta like trust your own sixth sense and it's just like, yeah, maybe it might be an ick, but then you just never really think that it's an ick. But it's things that when you develop further in a relationship, you're like, actually, that's a red flag. I should have noticed it before, like earlier in the early stage of relationship.
When you look back, you feel like, oh my god, what did I do? How can I accept that? When you're in love, really love is blind. So, what are your opinion on red flag? Like, what's your biggest red flag?
I think one of my biggest red flag is, I mean, in the Chinese space, they call it like ma bao nan. So like, it's like mommy boy. So basically, imagine you're on a date with someone, and this person decides to bring his mom. Like, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I cannot. That's not my biggest red flag, but that's one of the very big red flag.
Yeah, because like imagine you guys are deciding on what film to watch. And then he was asking his mom, and his mom was like, I want to watch some very old film. I don't know, like sometimes in those cinema they have like films, like retro films. So they play like some of the classical old films. Yeah. And maybe that's not really what you want to watch on a date, but he had to choose that because his mom is there.
There's no way I'm going to watch like a retro film on our dates. No way. Like there's one example I got from my friend as well. When every time we ask like about his opinion, he'll basically saying like my mom said this, my mom said that, and we'll be like my mom said this, my mom said that. Like what? Only you got mother is it? We don't have mother is it?
That's what I say. That's a red flag because you guys are in a relationship should be just like the two of you guys. But why your mom there? Not in like just relationship in general. Let's say if you guys develop further into the marriage stage, right? And then of course you would think about like buying a new house, new furniture, but you have to like ask your mom's opinion on which furniture to get. That's a bit extreme, I would say. What?
I mean asking family's opinion is good, but not that extreme.
Yeah, because I feel like in a relationship, it's like you have to respect your other half, your significant other. And if you keep asking for your mom's opinion, are you guys really in a relationship or are you in a relationship with your mom? You get what I
Oh,
mean?
oh my god. Oh, disgusted.
Yeah, I know. I can accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the second one, I think, is that if they're just being very disrespectful to people around me, especially my friends and my family, I feel like at least it kind of just show this whole person's personality and how that person would really be like their true colors when they are in a relationship. If they are just not even being respectful to the waiter on the first date, because it's just red flags that you need to notice on. Yeah. What about you, Rachel? What are your opinion on red flags?
Well, for me, I think it's super duper red billboard, I would say, is having very, very bad time management.
Especially if you're like a girl and like if you just let a girl wait for you for an hour, like no, no, no.
No way. I mean, it's like, oh, one time or two time, it's fine, it's okay. I can still tahan you, but always, no, no, I'm never going to stay with this person. Like in a relationship or friendship, no way. Mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
agree, I
no
agree.
way.
But one
I
more.
find guys who is stingy really a red flag for me. It's not stingy that, oh, you come out with a guy, you
Mm-hmm.
guys date together and he decided to split the bill. We call it AA. I don't find that
Mm-hmm.
stingy. The point that I find it stingy is when AA, for example, the amount is like 25 ringgit and 69 cents.
Why so
So,
specific? Why so specific, girl?
because I've met that before. I mean, not in a
Right.
date, but in a friendship. Okay, in friendship. 69 cents, I accidentally transferred him 60 cents. And I don't want to he or she, but he or she literally came over and asked me for the zero, like
Zero
9
point zero
cents.
0.09 cents. Yeah.
What can you buy with the 9 cents? Okay,
Literally nothing.
I really apologize. Like, I'm sorry. I just transferred him 9 cents. But did I transfer him or I gave him like 1 cent, 1 cent? I really searched from my tabung, I think I just gave him the shillings, the coins.
Just give him a 10 cent at this point. Just tell him to keep that one cent.
Uh, I'm like, okay, okay, okay. But the problem is when I said, oh, I belanja you lah this time. Then she's like, okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
basically, I think in conclusion, you're trying to say like guys should be more 大气. Is that how they say it? Like it's okay, just don't have to be so 计较 with that, nine
Mm.
cent. Like what you said, that's a bit too much. I would say if I'm a girl, I would just give him a 10 cent, be like, just don't even need to give me that 1 cent back. Just keep it.
There's one
Mm.
friend of mine who shared with me. This guy is so stingy that he won't pay. Like they have the same Netflix account, Spotify account. They are like in a family thing.
Yeah.
Then one day, after 3 months, about 3 months, 3 or 4 months after they broke up, she
Mm-hmm.
found out that he still logged into her Netflix account. Which, well, she had been using her Netflix account for 3 months and she didn't realize.
No, yeah, that's kind of like parasite behavior. So basically, that person just being attached to that, their partner even after they broke up, just because they want to use their Netflix account or like shared subscription. Sometimes for free shipping for any online shopping and stuff. I just feel like what? But you guys have broke up though. That
So I would like to say to the fellow ladies out there, please don't forget to change your password after breaking up. No. Well, you might find this situation maybe in the future, but hope you guys don't.
I think one more point is like excessive swearing. I feel like that's a very big red flag that I wouldn't be able to accept.
No way. Excessive swearing is something I cannot accept too. Every single sentence, he or she can add one swear word. Like what? They have a list, is it? In their mind?
Bro, I can't. It feels like they are just adding it in just to make them sound very cool. But to be honest, that's just making it's not very pleasant for us to hear it. Like, I don't know
No way.
what you guys are thinking, maybe when like swearing, I would say. But for me, I feel like swearing is kind of make you sound not very 文艺.
Yeah, make you sound idiotic, I'll say. To be honest, really, I can with swear words. I cannot really. It makes me like it hurts my ears so bad.
If there's all these signs that we have mentioned, you guys have basically noticed it. Maybe hopefully you guys are probably still in the early stage of relationship. Girls, ladies, run and don't ignore these signs.
Run away, run away, run away.
So Rachel, do you have any past experience like from you, like personal experiences?
Personal, I don't think so, but if I have any, like maybe in the future, I'll share with you guys. I'll share with you too, no worries.
Okay, so let's move on to our next section, which is the chaos corner. These are audiences' responses that we have gathered from different social media platforms. So one of our responses that we have gathered from our audience is computing and IT guy. Okay, right. But I would say this based on past experience. Basically, they are just nerds and they don't have life, and they also don't want you to have life, right? So I kind of very agreed with this audience because I feel like I can relate to this. And basically what they do in front of their computer all day is just coding, programming, and like I don't know what else they do, but
Maybe. But she did say that you really cannot find good looking ones in the computing field. But
mm,
really? I feel like I've known a few good looking ones.
the thing is they expect you to not have life like them. They expect you to like play video games with them. Like imagine you just want a date, you just want to, go out, go on a holiday, go on a trip, but all you want is just staying in front of the computer all day. And one more thing is they didn't even go out, right? So they don't even get to touch grass. I bet they don't even see any like, menu
Maybe they
or
have a file with all the videos. Who knows?
suspicious.
Who knows?
And my personal like opinion, guys. Please, please, please shower, use deodorant, please. Because, I know the fact that they just don't go out and they don't care really about their personal hygiene because all they care about is just their computer, coding, programming. Please have a life too. I'm so sorry,
So
but
basically,
I'm so
they
sorry.
smell.
Yes. Isn't that obvious? Well, please, yeah, basically they smell.
You
Any
apologize. You need to apologize.
I'm so sorry, but please shower and use deodorant, please. Personal hygiene is one of the most basic thing ever, and like it's kind of like a sign of respect too for your partner. So yeah.
So, audience response number 2, economic and finance guys. She said that finance and economic students just think their self are hot and smart. Really? Economic and
Yeah,
finance students?
because obviously if they choose to do economic, they would have the feeling that they want to control everything. Like everything has to be controlled in their life. They have the power to control everything. That's probably the reason why they chose economic as a major.
Like what? They want to control the numbers? Control
Control
cash?
the numbers, control the relationship. So they just want to be in control, I assume
Mm.
that's what the audience is trying to say, but I might be wrong. So
And she said that they are only good looking on the outside. Inside? She literally added an emoji.
So, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below or in our social media.
Moving up to our section 2, which is audience responses. We'd like to say thank you for you all to responding on our Insta story, our previous ones, the Q&A about red flags, and we have read it all. And you guys, the tea you guys spilled are so hot, amazing, spicy. Yep. But due to time limit, we'll only read a few. Don't be disappointed and continue participating in our next Insta story Q&A. Yep. So let's get started. Moving on to the very first one, which is too possessive, controlling, and jealousy. Oh, she put her red circle. Okay. Nowadays, the movies, especially romance movies, they will shoot like the man will be like locking the female in the house or in the room, and sometimes there will be seen like, oh, he's squeezing her face like, you have to be mine, if not I'll lock you in this room forever. And then the woman will be like, no, no, no. And finally, both of them will be together. Like, this doesn't make sense, bro. If it happens in real life, you cannot say yes. You have to run, you have to dash, you have to sprint. Just leave. How can you say yes to this kind of thing? Do you guys find it romantic? Maybe in the books or in movies that you'll be looking like you're laughing like that. But in real life, that's too cheesy for me. I cannot. Oh, you know what you say? I'll 打冷震 if I saw this kind of scene. I cannot. So, next one. Phone call every day. Phone call every day, I kind of think it's normal if you're in a long distance relationship where you guys cannot see each other every day. That's the only way. What phone call? So, phone call every day is kind of normal for me. Wait, phone calls every day for 8 hours a day. What? 8 hours a day? Do you know how many hours we have? We have 24 hours. We sleep for 8 hours a day. So basically, you have 16 hours left. Phone call every day is normal, but 8 hours a day is too much. Too much for me. Do you guys have so many things to say? Or you guys just put the phone there and do your own thing? Like you'll be doing homework or studying and the phone will be just right there? Do you guys really do that? Okay, you cannot blame them. Maybe they're too sticky. Unbreakable. Very good. Next one. Not being honest with their opinion. Especially when asking their opinion about what to eat, like, they only say okay, okay, okay. This is really headache. I have this personal experience, not in a relationship but friendship, where every time I ask for her opinion, she'll just say, okay, 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 okay. Like when I really desperately needs her opinion about this thing, she'll say, okay, good, can ah, okay lah, okay, okay. In a very 敷衍 way, you know. I cannot take it. I really cannot take it. Imagine when you ask her, B, what you want to eat? She say, anything also okay. Then you go to the restaurant. Yeah, why eat this one? I don't want to eat this. Then, what you want to eat? Anything, anything. Then bringing him or her to the second restaurant, you're like, I don't want to eat this. Oh, come on, what you want to eat? That's one of the things I've faced before. Yeah. They'll bring it back every time they quarrel. This is a super duper red flag, bro. I mean, when I ask for your opinion, you don't want to answer me, and then during quarrel, you say I didn't ask for your opinion or I didn't listen to you. What? This is red banner. So, telling everyone about the details while dating. Okay, this is an interesting one because I have friends that does that. Maybe not too much lah, but you cannot blame on someone when maybe their first date and they are so excited where they wanted to like share every details during their relationship, like their first date, their first, like, what you call that, held their hands. Not held their hands. Should be having like that. It's kind of interesting to listen as well. My friends share that a lot too. But especially while quarreling. Okay, not the bad one. I mean, you guys can share it to your very close friend to ask for their matured opinion. Maybe you guys desperately need their opinion, but not to a whole bunch of friends like super loud. I think I'll get secondhand embarrassment. Maybe close friend is good, but not to a whole bunch of friends. No. So the very last one is, I find it interesting where I wanted to ask for your opinion, you guys. Too many opposite gender best friends. Do you guys consider that as a red flag? Because for me, everything has their borderline. As long as you guys don't cross the borderline, for me it's fine. For you? I'm not really sure. So for this particularly, I think I really need your opinion. Do you guys think having too many opposite gender best friend is a red flag? Comment down in the comment section below. And that's it for today's audience responses. Stay tuned for our next Insta Story Q&A. We'll be posting every Saturday at Soft Hearts Loud Laughs Instagram. See you at section 3, which is Final Life Talk Advices by Tiffany. Let's go.
Welcome to Final Life Talk Advice from Tiffany. Ladies, listen carefully. You deserve to be with someone you can learn from, someone you can grow with, someone who looks at you when things get difficult and says, let's fix this together. Not someone who makes you doubt yourself, dismisses your feelings, and makes you feel insignificant. Remember that you're precious, so never settle for someone easily just because you're lonely or just because you're tired of waiting. Waiting for the right person might feel like forever, but trust me, it's all going to be worth it at the end. Love yourself the way you want to be loved. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section or in our Instagram story. Let us know what you think about red flags.
Yep, so thank you so much for listening, you all. And this was your host, Rachel and Tiffany. Stay tuned for next episode. See you.
Bye.
Bye.